right, so welcome everyone to this ROV Q&A session about the Subtle Energy Meditation course. And we're going to begin with Stephen. Stephen and I just finished the 10 weeks of this course about 15 minutes ago with a group, and Stephen's going to begin with sharing a little bit about that experience. So Stephen.
Thank you, Kevin. Yes, Kevin and I have just come from one of the most wonderful raising our vibration, subtle energy meditation groups, perhaps ever that I'm going to be sort of unable to express myself properly, so you can tell obviously that there's with a good degree of emotion I express this, because we're privy to the whole group, every single person sharing with such emotion, such deep heartfelt sense of the common struggles that we all share as humanity, as human beings. As just, it touched right into the heart of that. Everything that we can possibly face, I think, going from very serious illnesses to family breakups to the childhood challenges that we've faced together, through to those moments where you really feel alone and you think that there's nobody else in your world that can possibly help you, because you seem to be the only one going through that struggle. Everybody spoke about some aspect of that, this unique human story that we do feel at times very much alone. We go through struggles with our families, with our healing process, with our lives, with anything, finances, health, relationships, our spiritual path even. I shared about how alone I felt on the spiritual path when I was having all these wondrous experiences that nobody could relate to. So and that struggle became actually a source of my of what I reached out to Kevin towards, to try and find somebody else who actually understood me. I mean, I still got the emotion there now. You can probably feel it. I still feel the depth of the sharing from these people that were part of our group today. And the degree, I mean, obviously there were a lot of tears. And then people who shared after the lot of tears came from different members were also unable to stop this flow of tears, because it's just this, I think at this time that we find ourselves, there's just this incredible power of the human spirit. That's what it sang out to me, the power of the human spirit, to be able to reach out and support each other, to actually be here for each other when we've been through such a lot as a whole planet, right? Over the last year, we've been through, I can still feel this emotion of it just a few hours ago, that we've been through so much, and we're still here looking after each other, trying to support. And the moments that you feel really alone, don't, because we're all here. And I think at its heart, that's what the Raising a Vibration community has done for me. That, no matter how many times I might feel a little bit lonely or depressed or down or up and down, whatever's going on with my life, there's somebody there that I can reach out to. And that was explained so beautifully by each of the members of this group, who 10 weeks ago didn't know each other, had no contact. And they expressed that at the end, they just didn't want it to finish. They felt really sad also that this wonderful group that had got to know each other intimately over the 10 weeks through subtle energy meditation had really got to know each other in a profound way. So it was amazing. And I've got to thank the current core group, most of whom are here, because you laid the core foundations for what's now evolving at this point, now a couple of years later. So I'm indebted to all of you here who just are the most incredible people. And I think that's it. I sit here and I see reflected back the very best of humanity. The very precious jewels of humanity are gazing back at me right here now through each of your eyes. Wisdom, love, I mean, boundless, these boundless wisdom eyes and these boundless loving hearts and these boundless creative, bellies and wombs that are kind of present here that are helping to liberate this planet with us. So I was held speechless in our group. I just kept saying, thank you, because people would share and they'd cry and they'd talk about their childhood or about their relationship or their healing, whatever it was, and spoke with such depth that, yeah, it floored me. So I was left coming out of it just saying to Kevin, I just my mouth was open, and so I just said, Kevin, wow, that there's nothing else I could add. It was just so humanly beautiful. Oh, I can still feel it now. The incredible preciousness of our humanity, right? Of what we've got here in our hearts for each other, the gifts that we bring each other. Oh God, it's just so precious. So don't ever doubt or underestimate the power that you bring to another person. You think you're doing something ordinary, sharing something like, I think, Bill's going to share about his feet, Randy might share about his heart, but don't underestimate the power that those messages have to shift this incredible opportunity we have here in this lifetime to really, get to know each other and know this human condition and help each other be free. Anyway, I've run out of words, Kevin. I could probably go on for hours, but it was just a pristinely, beautiful, moving, compassionate, loving, and kind group. Yeah.
I thank you, Stephen.
Yeah. No, it was
beautifully said. And it was such a heartful experience. It really, everyone's heart was so open and kind. And that's really this group here, this group gathered here has been the foundation of that, just this kindness and sharing and support for each other. And that's what we really thrive on bringing to as many people as possible through this subtle energy meditation process in this course. And so this is a 10-week course, so we really do get to know people on the course, and people really go deep into themselves and have deep connections with each other and a deep connection with this life force that we all share, and a deep connection with this pure, boundless awareness that we are. And so it's such a privilege to be able to facilitate that with Stephen and with all of you. And so I just want to give, for people who aren't familiar with the course, I'm just going to give a brief overview, and then we're going to invite each of you on here, if you want to just share some of your own experience with the subtle energy meditation course. So it is a 10-week course. We meet once a week on Zoom, and we say for 90 minutes, but it's hard to keep it to 90 minutes. We usually go a little closer to 2 hours, so it's once a week for 2 hours over the course of 10 weeks. And there's an instructional book that is part of the course. You can follow along chapter by chapter, week by week. We have 10 different meditations that we share, a different one each week, and that we give to you on MP3s that you can follow along with for your daily practice. There's logs, there's all kinds of different exercises for turning inward and really getting to know this mind, body, heart, energy system that you are, and feel your connection to everyone and everything, and to the deeper ground of awareness that is who we are. And then we take you through 7 different steps, progressive steps, to help you deepen that experience and deepen that practice and make it really a powerful, transforming part not just in a meditation session, but in terms of transforming your life and your relationships. So we teach you how to prepare for a meditation session by preparing your body, what you do to get your body ready, your environment, your intention, your why. Really find what your why is for your practice and your whys in your life. And then how to initiate a session with posture and conscious relaxation and generating positive energy. And then we move on to developing concentration into absorption. How do you do that? How do you concentrate to the point where you just become that which you are focusing into and become fully absorbed, and then use that to let go and transcend into a boundless, timeless experience of pure awareness. And then how to bring that back and return and ground that experience within your body so that you can take it with you, so it's not separate from your life, but that awareness flows into your life. And how to use that awareness to reflect and gain insight on who you are and where you're going, and what you want to share with the world through the last step, which is compassionate action. So that's the process that we take you through. And as Stephen just described, it's so much more than a meditation course. It's such a communion of souls and connection with the one life that we all share. So we're so privileged to be able to share that. And so we'd like to just go around and allow each of you to share a little something of your experience about the course, or some significant takeaway that you had through the course. So Holly, we invite you to be first up.
Thank you. Thank you, Kevin. Hello, everybody. I want to reinforce first what Kevin just said, which was how much this is so much more than a meditation course. Took it about 2 years ago. It forever changed my life in ways I could have never imagined. There are a lot of courses out there. There are a lot of offerings. And this one, I can't, I'm looking for the words to say how much it stands out above, just a normal course that you might do for, about $300. Like, this is the community support that you're talking about, the very well thought out path with the book. But more than anything, I think the guides that Stephen and Kevin are to be your personal guides in meditation, to help, kind of how this path works is incredible, because the wealth of experience that between the two of them have, it's probably over 100 years, maybe 120 years combined of meditation experience. So that means that they can answer questions and guide you with a really, really deep understanding of meditation and this awakening path. And I remember years ago when I wanted to do meditation, and I listened to different podcasts talking about it. And Dave Asprey might have said, if you don't do one thing, or if you do one thing, make sure you have a guide, make sure you have somebody to show you. Don't just try to learn this from a book. And I had always remembered that advice, that you really need somebody to help you on this path. And so I'd always wanted that, but I didn't know where to find it. I didn't really know how to find that personal guide. And so I had put that intention in myself to try to find somebody to guide in meditation. And that was when your course came along. It was maybe a little bit, a month or two after I really set that intention to find a guide. And I feel like the universe directed me towards this beautiful path, because I couldn't have found better guides in Kevin and Stephen and in the course overall. It isn't just a meditation course. It's an awakening path, grounded in, multiple lifetimes of experience blending a number of traditions into something that is truly transformative. So I will forever be grateful that this course crossed my path, to you too, and then to the whole community that we founded. So I hope if you're watching that maybe convinces you a little bit, because just sign up. It's amazing.
Thank you so much, Holly. We so appreciate you. And we know you need to go to your family now, so thank you for taking the time out and sharing with us.
Thank you, Holly. That was really beautiful.
So, Bill, would you like to be next?
Randy raised his hand.
Randy, it's fine. Randy, you want to go next?
Well, Holly's a tough act to follow, and I hope you can hear me. I don't have my laptop today, so I'm on an iPhone, and I don't know how to turn the volume here on this. But the course that I took was that you taught, and the community that the community of people that I encountered and met was wonderful and truly life transforming, and something that that changed every part of how I live my life. So, and it's a non-sectarian approach to meditation. So you bring your beliefs, your religious views and your beliefs with this, and this only enhances those beliefs. This isn't an effort to try to change beliefs, but it's a way to teach you things about yourself and your relationship to the universe, to others, and just the sharing and the learning and the ability of learning about subtle energy and the ways that we can change and shift the focus of our attention and our awareness in our daily life. It was invaluable to me. And so, it really was an amazing course, and just the people in the course, you, Kevin, and Stephen, Monica, Holly, everyone, Bill, Eibi, our entire group. The first group was, people that I still talk to frequently during the week and talk to every day online. And so it's just been an amazing thing. And of course we continue on with that process. And so I would highly encourage anyone that wanted to take this course to take it, because it really is, it will change you in a good way. So thank you.
Thank you, Randy.
Yeah, Randy, thank you. That was wonderful, truly wonderful. Thank you.
Eibi?
Well, Randy said that following Holly's speech, it was hard to fill that up, and me being after Randy, it's even tougher, but I will try to express myself. I have been on this search to understand the meaning of life for many, many years. And I understand that all the traditions, they are nothing but different models to try to explain that. What I really liked about this ROV course is that it's a model that it's very easy to relate to, because it's like made for our way of living nowadays. So that was one of the first things that I really liked. And I also like the thing that sometimes people talk about meditation like a single action that you sit down and you make your practice. But in this model, you extend the practice to the preparation and to the conclusion. And maybe for many people, those are not as important as the main practice of sitting and meditating. But I have learned that they are as important as the meditation itself. So that's another thing that I really like. And another thing that I really liked about the course is that, and it has to do with what Stephen said, that maybe before all this technology and the Zooms and everything, the path might be felt like a lonely path. But with this, it's like a brotherhood, and we are making a collective intent, and that puts all our efforts in another level. And also all the relations that we have made with the people in this course, they are like priceless. So when I talk with my friends about this course, I really talk in very good terms, because I think that you put together a very good one. Stephen and Kevin, I congratulate you, and also to all the core members, because I have said this many times, but I repeat it, it's a life-changing way of life to live through the teachings of this model. Thank you.
Thank you, Eibi. Beautifully said.
Beautifully said. I was going to say that, those exact same words. How do we follow that, Eibi? Beautifully said.
I got inspired by Randy.
Yes, Bill.
Yes, Stephen and Kevin. This course that you have here has been something. I'm over 70 years old, and much of my life, I found things in my life that could not be explained. And when we started this course 2 years ago, I remember about the third week that we had the course, I said to the group that's here right now, I said, where have you people been? All my life, I wanted to share what I experienced in my life. So thank you very much. And maybe I'll just get a little personal here, because there's a depth to this energy system that you have expressed to us. And we have all awoken to the fact that we are an energy system, each one of us, and we move through life as that. That's what I took out of it. But as the senior in the group, 15 years ago, I had a problem, and it was because of my work, that I started losing balance through my feet. My nerves were dying in my feet. And because of the way that these meditations are set up, I started noticing, after 15 years of losing my balance in my feet, I started realizing the energy in the bottom of my feet. The nerves were starting to pick up. I could sense something. And over the 2 years, it's gradually got to the point, and this is really personal, I can step out of the shower and I can drive one foot and keep my balance, switch to the other foot and keep my balance. I have not done that for 15 years. And it was because of what you taught us in this course, when you go down to feel the energy in the soles of our feet. And that has brought me, awoken the energy up through the nerves of my feet. And now I can stand on one foot, dry, stand on the other foot, and I have balance now. So thank you ever so much.
Oh, beautiful.
Love you all dearly.
We love you, Bill.
We love you, Bill. It's such a beautiful story.
Yes. And that's one of the important aspects of the course too, is that we ask you to bring your why, your personal why. This isn't just a cookie cutter course. We ask you to bring what you want to grow in your life into this course, and use the course as a vehicle to realize that. So whatever is important to you, whatever you want to grow in your life right now, bring that to the course and use it, use the exercises, use the meditations to move along that path that is something of value to you in your life. Monica or Connie, would you like to share?
I think I got pointed at by Monica.
You guys are matching maroon and white. I like that.
Yeah, we do that. Um, so first of all, I want to say how much I appreciate Stephen and Kevin and your guidance in the last 2 years, and how much I appreciate the other members of this group that I've met, some of whom, well, all of whom have become dear friends, some of whom have become very special friends. And my why coming into this was very specific. I suffered for a long time with anxiety issues and obsessive, fearful thinking. And so I'd done meditation, I downloaded apps, and I'd taken other courses, and I understood intellectually what I was supposed to do. And I knew all the directions, and I practiced and I tried, and I still suffered quite a bit. And something about this course over the course of the 10 weeks, it wasn't just that I intellectualized how to do subtle energy meditation. It was that I felt the subtle energy for the first time. I felt what spacious awareness is, not just what it means, but what it is. And I actually went into it for the first time ever. That's what made all the difference to me. So now I find that when I feel strong emotion or anxiety or worry, I can meet it at a place from this conscious awareness. And meeting it from that place, it becomes something that I can deal with, that I can cope with, that I can watch change, because I know the ground of my being, as I've learned to experience it through subtle energy meditation, is unchanging. And that makes me feel safe, and it makes me feel secure and grounded. And I felt so strongly about this course. Eibi didn't mention this, but he and I have trained to become teachers in subtle energy meditation, and I want to pay it forward. I feel like it's been so important to me. If I can help share this with other people, then that would be wonderful. So under Stephen and Kevin's guidance, I'm moving toward that. So I will be forever grateful. Thank you.
Thank you, Connie.
Thanks, Connie. We're ever grateful to you.
Yes, we are.
And all of
Monica?
Yeah. Well, everyone has said so many wonderful things that are so true. And where to start? Where to start with all that ROV offers? A couple things are Stephen and Kevin are so complementary, given their unique gifts and skills and personalities. I think they really balance one another, and they really offer so much to make it such a whole class. And my whole life, I've really had to work hard with mental. Get emotional. I'll try not to. With mental wellness and mental stability, and I've had to really make it a focus to, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be mentally sound and healthy and a positive contributor to society. And that was like a really important thing for me growing up the way that I did with a lot of the mental struggles that I had. So I was committed to being mental health, I think, is so important. And so I did start meditating many, many years ago, but I've taken this class now a couple times. And even the second time I took it, I learned even more. And I thought, oh, I've got everything the first time. But then I took it again and I was like, oh, how did I miss that? There's so much to learn. And like Connie said, it's not just about thinking it, but about feeling it in the body and not being afraid to feel things, that it's safe to feel emotions and feelings and even see your thoughts crossing by. And there's nothing scary about it because it's not who we are. That's one of the main things I learned in this course that was profound. And I think honestly, it can save lives because I might be going out on a limb here, but I think that sometimes, at least in my experience, if we're not aware of that spacious awareness that we learn in ROV, this raising our vibration, this spatial awareness, the field that we're all connected to and that we're all one of, and that it is just filled with love, we can get it can be so easy to get narrow-minded and just zoom in on these, like Connie was talking about, worries or anxieties or fears that I've had too. And they can just become like, you can think that they are your life if you don't know anything else. You can think, oh my God, that's my life. That's what's happening. And ROV is giving me this wonderful gift of this spatial awareness. This is like living as awareness instead of living as, say, so-called Monica or the past or even the future. It's giving me this awareness of, I could actually live as awareness and be, and let all these things come up in the ocean of a being. That's one of the meditations on the app too, is it's just giving me this fuller, broader understanding and felt sense of what this life is about, and that it's so much more than me or any one thing or any one thought. And I just feel like it's profound. It's hard to put it into words, but it's just it's a tool for life that I really think they should teach in schools and not just as an alternative thing, but like this is mandatory. And I really think it can help people realize what they really are. We're so much more than our thoughts and feelings and past and identities and even roles. And that's one of the things, many blessings that one of the many that ROV has brought to me. And it's really helped me feel happier and safer. And like, you know, I even use it before I go to bed at night. If I have a worry on my mind, I'll just go out to the expanded awareness and say, that's so small, Monica, in this big perspective. So go to sleep now and everything's fine. And it's just incredible. It might sound like a little thing, but I use it and I'm able to fall asleep, and I'm able to, my mind just puts everything in perspective, or the space does. It's powerful. And I feel like I'm rambling on, but this is, I hope I'm making sense. And just a couple of things that also are the guidance from Stephen and Kevin, like everyone else mentioned, is so beautiful and progressive. And it really kind of holds your hand along the way. Like anybody can do this. I think sometimes meditation can be like, I don't think I can do it, or I can't calm my mind down. And I'd say if I can calm my mind down, I know anybody can calm their mind down. I ask, yes, this is true. And it's, they hold your hand through it, they guide you. And like everyone else said, you can share your experiences and they give you their wisdom over their experience. And you're like, oh my gosh, that's so helpful. And it's just been amazing. And the wonderful people, everybody on this call, like Connie said, I consider my friend, and I love them, and I respect them, and I'm just grateful for the community. And I use the meditations on the app every day, one of them. There's just so many resources. I'm really grateful. So I hope that makes sense, but I highly recommend the class to everybody on the planet. And I'm not kidding. And just to take it at least once, if not twice. And I think it really almost gives you your life back. It makes you feel like, oh my God, there's so much more than I'm focusing on here. It's exciting. And I bought this little thing I wanted to show you that reminded me of this class. Can you guys see that?
Can you read it to us?
Okay. Yeah. It says, a beautiful life begins with a beautiful mind.
Nice.
Yeah. So I just encourage you guys, and thank you so much for the class. I love it. And I'm so grateful for it. Thank you.
Thank you, Monica. So
Monica, thank you. That was really big. Monica, you made me think when you said, you know, look, if I can do it, you guys can do it. I was thinking at the same time, oh, yes, I can do it. so thank you for encouraging the entire planet to realize they can do it too. I love that. That was just beautiful. Thank you.
yeah, and I love the way you said that this is really for everyone. These are innate inner skills that we all have, but just haven't been taught in school, right? We haven't been taught how to connect within and to observe our thoughts and our emotions and to feel deeply and to feel the connection and to concentrate into absorption and to let go, and all these inner skills that are invaluable in our lives and in our relationships, and they are for everyone. And we present this course in a way that's completely experiential, so you can experience it in your own language, in your own belief system, as Randy said, and make it your own. So thank you all so much for being on and sharing your experience of the course. Thank you, Stephen. It's such an honor to share this course and facilitate it with you. Thank you for our growing group of teachers, co-teachers. Connie and Eibi are in that group. And thank you all for watching, for your interest, and for your practice. So blessings and peace to all of you.
Thank you, truly. And thank you, Kevin. Thank you for the incredible opportunity. Every moment is a gem with you. So it really is an incredibly loving experience. So thank you for having opened my heart to that opportunity. And to all of you here, you know, you are really, priceless gems of wisdom for this planet. So I really bow humbly to each of you that's with us on this call, but also everybody listening, you know, come and join the family, because we see the same thing in you. Buddha's all, so Christ's all, or Magdalene's all of you. You're all the wisdom and the compassion and that timeless awareness. You literally are that. So be that and come and join us, because I think the sentiments expressed by everybody here leave me speechless, and so I really let you rest in their hearts. They've said truly what I feel, and that is that it is a remarkable opportunity to. So Kevin, like Kevin said about the why, we really here, all of us, to bring love and to bring wisdom and to help free each other. And so in that why, the courses just happen to bring about a lot of joy for us all. And I think that's what we're really deeply expressing, is how much joy we feel in sharing with each other in this way. So thank you for the opportunity always. It's an incredible blessing and much love.
Thank you, Stephen. And for everyone, if you'd like more information, you can find out on raisingourvibration.net. Bye for now.
Bye for now.
Bye, everybody. Pleasure.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Everybody.